Good afternoon, mga katibu. I am Kim Sancha, and welcome to another fascinating episode of Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business. This afternoon, we are joined by an empowered woman who radiates positivity. She is a motivational speaker, a personality development coach, and a former beauty queen. Please welcome the founder of Mafae Management, my good friend, Miss Mafae Yunon-Belasco. Good afternoon, Mafae.
Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. So, how is it going with you? Like, work-wise and work?
It goes. It's nonstop, but at the same time, I love it. The way that I see my work is my passion is being at service for others. So whatever I do, it serves its purpose of being intentional on teaching, or even for me, it's teaching from who I mentor or who I guide, whether it be online like this or even offline with my family or my children, and also my friends and network. So it's been busy, but busy is always good, right? At the end of the day, I'm grateful and happy that I'm able to work with amazing individuals. I mean, of course, like yourself. Even though we haven't seen each other, we still keep in touch. We still empower each other online.
Yes.
And same goes with family and friends that I talk to daily.
Yeah, that's right. And I think that is something that you should be also, thankful because you keep on doing what you love to do, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how's your your New Year or your Christmas? I mean, what did you do in the past holiday season despite the pandemic?
Well, it seems like it's deja vu because it's not our first time having lockdown or limitations, right? So same goes, I just appreciated the fact that my family and my close friends and people that I know that are staying healthy, staying safe. For my family and I, we had a small celebration here in the house, and also, with where my husband works, he had a little celebration. So we followed protocols. We made sure that it was COVID free. We went through the whole process of having swabs to make sure that we're clear to really celebrate. But at the end of the day, it's really just bonding with the family. And especially this holiday season, it was different for us because one of my children finally decided to leave and is venturing. My second eldest child, Mike, he is in California pursuing his college.
Yeah,
So
that I know.
yes, and as a mom, as a parent, it's tough to let your children go. But at the end of the day, I'm proud of him.
How did you feel? Your son is left you. I mean, did you cry or
Of course, I'm only human, right?
After all.
I love my children so much.
I know that.
For me, it was mixed emotions. I see him blooming, and that's exactly the I guess the responsibility of a parent is molding your children for those moments.
Yeah, they're growing up. That's why you have to accept that.
Yes, that's why I keep myself busy even more.
Yeah, it's true. Now, so of course I know what you're into and what your business like. So let's talk about the management that the Mafae Management. So can you tell us more about it? I mean, like the history. So what are the services that you offer?
Right. So Mafae Management was birthed because I was also homeschooling at the time. I wanted to build a business wherein I had my expertise in the pageant world, in the fashion world, in entertainment, as well as marketing and PR. And I wanted it under a hub where I was able to teach my children about business, about communications,
Yeah.
about how to have confidence at the same time. And somehow, some way, the universe spoke back at me and said, right now there's a big challenge of imposter syndrome, of businesses also that they don't know how to identify their presence online. And so I put that all together in an umbrella, and I use my journey, and I also use my learnings on how online media, marketing, publicity, how does that all tie in together? And so I studied social media even more because my children had questions, right? And of course, people are always comparing themselves from influencers, ambassadors. How come you look so great here? Even businesses. How do I promote my product even well? And so I did more studying. I applied or enrolled in social media college. There's such a thing, guys. There's a social media college. So I accomplished that. And then I also was even introduced to the number one live streaming app, which is called Kumu.
Yeah, I know that.
Right? It's been so great. So I was even able to integrate having an online pageant during this past few years. But circling back to how I started, it's because since my children was homeschooled, I wanted to have a business where I controlled my time. I wanted to spend time with my children as well as work. And hand in hand, I was able to do so with building my company, which is Mafae Management. So it's basically a company where we serve empowering individuals, whether it's your own brand as a talent, company, a startup, a company that's been there for quite some time that needed an extra, different perspective of awareness. And of course, Gilbert, you've been there, and
I know.
we're always being very supportive.
Yes.
And I've been now, I believe it's coming into 6 years or 7 years.
Wow.
Being in the business, and time flew so much. And I'm just so grateful for all the clients that have put their trust in me, in my team. I have to really be grateful because my eldest son, you've met, Nico Belasco.
Yes. Many times.
Yes, he graduated college last year thanks to a scholarship in Thames, and became also a honor student. Was even cum laude, and so
Congratulations.
he's promoted. He's
Oh,
a VP
wow.
of Mafae Management, which allowed me to have time for more things that I can help teach and learn, grow other individuals. Like now, speaking of Kumu app, I'm now also the head of the Kumu Creators Academy, and this is of course part of what I love to do. You know me. I love to empower people.
I agree.
Love to help them bloom. So hello to everyone in the community, especially the academy.
So, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes.
No, Mafae, you said it was established back, 6 years ago, right? And then, what was the initial service that you offered back then? So, like, I think, is there like 1, 2, or services back then?
There was several.
Okay.
I was also a motivational speaker. So
Yep.
everything under the sun of marketing or brand awareness, we had that. From event organizing to public relations, if certain clients or certain talents needed, support on publicity, social media management. And right here, this image right here is me also organizing under the company personality development classes or modeling classes for the youth. And that's really where it started, because the confidence on people needed a cheerleader, right? So I served that purpose, because throughout my journey being in front of the camera, I hardly got guidance where I did my own finding, or I did my own contract negotiation, or things like that. So I made sure that I specialized on understanding how to even deal with lawyers or accountants or even business owners that were always afraid to be in front of the camera. But I'm like, you need to be seen and heard because of your amazing product, right?
Yes, agree.
So there, I became a cheerleader with all of those services under that umbrella.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing to hear that you've, had so many services, 6 years or until now. So which one is your favorite and which one is, the least favorite of the services?
Well, the reason why I kept making the list longer is because I enjoyed every little aspect. I mean, a little background of me, Kim, is I was in the hospitality industry. I wanted to build or manage hotels or even, just hospitality companies. So for me, building Mafae Management became that boutique hotel for me. I wanted to be a housekeeper for people. I
Oh.
wanted to be a bartender for people. I wanted to, organize comfort for them. So that's how I bridged that learning in the online presence.
Mm-mm.
And from all the lessons I've learned and all the guidance that I didn't have,
Mm-mm.
that's what I really I built my tools in those aspects so that I can make sure that I will be able to uplift this individual or this company to make them understand it's also teamwork within you and also the people you work with.
Mm-mm.
And the online presence right there, it changes every day. There's new trends,
Yes.
right? There's always something new. Oh, so and so has this. Now you have to do a reel. Now you have to
Yes.
do
Yes.
all these tagging or whatnot.
Uh-huh.
So for me, I do the research for you already.
Mm.
I give you the English version because you know that there's different languages, right? When it comes to
Understood.
like it's like learning math, algebra,
Yes.
calculus. Social media has that game.
Uh-huh.
So I do that for you so that you don't have to think about it. You think about only your business,
Mhm.
how else to build the ROI and things like that, and the marketing and the brand awareness. I'm there now.
Okay. And earlier, of course, I know this. I mean, you, the Kumu application. It's an online thing that you've been doing, like I think before the pandemic, right? If I'm not mistaken. So since we are on a pandemic, how did Mafae Management fare during the pandemic?
Yes, so I have a podcast. So
Yes, I am aware.
initially my many buffet, right? I have so many buffet, like everything on my plate. But Kumu became a blessing for me because I was able to have a bigger reach for my
Uh-huh.
podcast. At the same time, the community on Kumu allowed me to really get to know different specialties, meaning to
Mhm.
say the entertainment industry, even the hospitality. You have chefs there having a food show,
Oh,
a cooking show.
wow.
Yes, so many. You have even people doing crocheting. You have
Art,
all
craftsmanship, like that.
um, you even have worship streams, which I also
Oh.
love. There's Sunday Mass there. There's
Ah.
also, many things. I mean, BBB is also there so that the viewers can also witness that amazing show. But for me personally, I was streaming or producing a lot of my shows of my own podcasts
Mhm.
as well as other podcasts that we are producing, and that's how Mafae Management also elevated. We became a production company with the help of Kumu, and the reach just really increased.
Mm-mm.
And so with that being said, putting my other passion in motion, I also built uh, Miss and Mr. Kumu Global
Yeah, I know
and
that.
on there. And wow, the support and the candidates were even from different countries, Greece, London, Ireland,
Uh-huh.
US. That made my heart even more happy because us, Kim, we're in the pageant world, and I was able to make it very inclusive where I didn't even ask them their height. I
Yeah.
didn't ask them their measurements because
Mhm.
all we see is a measurement of, let's say, our profile.
Yes.
And so how can you exude your passion and your beauty in this box, in this framing? And they were so creative. I was so proud. For the people that supported that, thank you, because you really made my purpose even bigger. And so, with having said that, now there's so many shows that I'm producing on Kumu as well now, even heading the Kumu Creators Academy, where we have already close to 2,000 graduates,
Mm-mm.
and where we have incoming batch 5. And to me, it just translates to the online presence and our, Mafae Management, our company tagline there is Save Lives Online.
Wow. Okay. So, Mappy, this is just like a personal question from you. Were
Yes.
there any challenges before and during the pandemic to keep the
Yes.
Maffei management afloat?
I think with any business owner, the challenges come for a
Mm-mm.
reason. It's the lessons that you learn to grow. For me,
Exactly.
in the beginning, I will be very transparent. I had business partners, and unfortunately, I was the one that was not experienced enough to understand I can actually do it on my own,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So I was grateful for that experience. Otherwise, I will not know the certain things that I know now. And then another would be, of course, in any business, you are managing many, like your team grows as the company grows. So you have to really be maternal or paternal
I love
to,
that.
to understand personalities,
Yes.
right? And at the end of the day, it is an opportunity, it is a job, it is work. So there's a fine line also on being friends or having deadlines. So for me, I've always stuck to for me, integrity is very key. What you see is what you get.
Mm-hmm.
So during working hours or even after, you will receive the same Mafe, and you will know when I'm being serious or I'm making it light.
Mm-mm.
I think that's the key to facing challenges, is that the trust that your team can trust you, you know, and admitting when you're also wrong. Okay, let's move on. I also made that bad decision, but what did we learn from that? Let's
Exactly.
evaluate, and then let's take action and move forward.
Exactly. This is what I like about you. Our conversation like this on and off cam, and this is
Yeah.
actually what I miss about you. That's why when you said that you want to be in the show, I immediately, fixed it or, arranged it right away. And I'm happy that you are available. So mga katibo, our conversation with former beauty queen and motivational speaker Mafae is getting, interesting, exciting, and wonderful. But before we continue, we'll pause for a break.
Si Harry Roque ang pinakamagaling na spokesman, kaya inggit sa kanya ang oposisyon.
Tama lang na ipinaglaban ko ang balik trabaho para bumalik ang kita ng mga nagtatrabaho at naghahanap buhay. Hindi pwedeng magutom ang pamilya. Dapat lang po ingat buhay para sa hanap buhay. Basta trabaho, kita at hanap buhay ang nakataya. Nasa harap niyo po ako.
Ibigay natin ang tudong suporta kay Harry.
Ang Daily Tribune may digital shows na din. Dahil sa mas lumalaki at mas lumalakas nating tribu, handog sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang mga programang magbibigay buhay araw-araw. Be informed at mag-good vibes tuwing umaga sa programang Gising Na. Be updated sa news and happenings sa Tribune News on Cue. Mas kilalanin pa natin ang mga paborito nyong atleta sa programang The Athletes Tribune. Alamin ang latest entertainment sa programang What's Up. Ma-inspire sa mga kwentong hatid ng Perfect. Search lang ang Daily Tribune sa inyong Facebook at Tribune Now on YouTube. See you there mga katribu! Mapalutong bahay man o sumptuous meal for special occasions, sagot na kayo ng tropang Kalanpag. Dahil atid sa inyo ng Daily Tribune ang fun and exciting cooking show na Kalanpag, manood at matuto kung paano lutuin ang mga favorite nyong recipes. Sabayan pa ng fun and inspiring na kwentuhan sa kusina. I-upgrade na rin natin ang mga nakasanayang traditional dish ng pamilya. Plus, healthy tipid tips na ibabahagi ng tropang Kalanpag. Matuto, mabusog, at ma-good vibes dito lang sa Kalanpag. Tuwing Lunes, 10:30 a.m. sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Be updated sa news and happenings katribu. Hatid ng Daily Tribune sa inyo ang mga balitang napapanahon sa loob at labas ng bansa. Kami na ang bahala sa paghahatid sa inyo ng mga latest and reliable news. We got you covered sa programang Tribune News on Cue. Mapapanood mula umaga hanggang gabi, Lunes hanggang Biyernes sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang atid namin sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube.
Mga katribu, you are still watching Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business, of course, with the former beauty queen and motivational speaker and the founder of Mafae Management, Miss Mafae Yunon. Hello, Mafae, we're back.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so earlier we were talking about the Mafae Management. By the way, whose idea, was Mafae Management? Is it yours?
Okay, so when I was with my previous partners, it was the same line of the structure of the business. And when I had that moment of aha moment that I can actually
I love it, aha.
put my name on it, my husband, I have to be grateful. He's the biggest cheerleader for me. At that moment, I thought I needed business partners palagi. Like I always needed someone to be there. And he saw what I went through and he was like, just put your name on it. You have the network. You work so hard to be where you're at. And so I guess that's where Mafae Management came around. And I specifically chose management consultancy because it is broad. Right?
Gotcha.
Back then when I first started, I managed talents, which I do now, but I have a very intimate lineup for the talent department. And then the consultancy part is me loving to mentor others.
Okay.
Having that advice. So of course, Mafae Management Consultancy. And that's how it birthed and that's how the name came about, abbreviated to MMC.
Yep, I know that. Okay. I keep on saying many times, earlier from the show that Mafae was actually mga katribu, a former beauty queen. Of course, she was Bini Bini Pilipinas World 2003, and then she went on to compete in Miss World, and she was a finalist. So, a proud moment to the country back then. So, since you were a former beauty queen, did it help you to establish Mafae Management? Did it influence you?
Well, the factor there that I have to be really thankful of is my courage to not being afraid to ask questions. So during my pageant years, during my fashion years, when we would have practices, when we would have fashion shows, or even, me going through the motion of perfecting my ways, going to China to represent the Philippines,
Yes.
I ask a lot of questions. I really reached out to every single person that I saw that were successful, that were owning their own businesses. I mean, for example, when we would have fashion shows here in the Philippines, we would have a call time as early as 7 a.m. and our show is not until 7 p.m.
Oh.
So from those times, I initiated speaking to our director, the designers, the technical people, or even the models that were older than me who were successful. I initiated conversations. I initiated relationships. And like you, Kim, for years, along with our media friends.
Yes.
Because I initiated a relationship with you guys with no intention, right? With no in like something in return or whatever. Just an authentic
We both know that.
friendship.
Yes.
And fast forward, I build my business and I can still reach out to you guys without being ashamed.
Yes.
Collaborating. So that was where I believe I worked hard. And that's where Mafae Management had an advantage. Because my network, I took care of it. My relationships, and that's really key in business because people come and go, but the relationships that you have built for years, those are the people that know you very well. Those are the people that will trust you. So for me, I'm grateful for the long-term friendships I've had, and also I'm grateful for my parents for teaching me courage, teaching me not to be afraid to ask even the silliest questions.
I actually can see that because, we've known for so many years, and I can also attest that you ask a lot of questions. Remember with your cousin, right, with Aya, which to improve and this and that, something like that, with Bini Bini Pilipinas back then, like years ago. I remember you keep on asking me questions about how to improve, which is actually good because we can do like constructive criticism about that thing, to improve. And it's actually a business attitude. I agree.
Yes.
And then also you are into personality development, like coaching. So is it only specific for women or men or children or any genders?
You'd be surprised, Kim. I have mentored from, as of course my son is like 2 now, so
Yes.
as young as a 1-year-old to an 80 plus.
Oh.
I had a mentorship with the Secretaries Association of the Philippines.
Wow.
It is like, they're all older than me, and I was actually very nervous in that
Yes.
in that workshop because these are my respected elders, right? And of course, they will know more. But then at the end of the day, I was actually able to even give them also confidence and courage to relate to their grandchildren, to their children because of technology, of
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
So now from that, I want to say that no, I have no restrictions on mentoring all age groups, male and female, whether you are a student to pursuing pageant or even in the corporate world. So I'm grateful for also my life coach. I have to give a shout out to Kimi Lu, who from the beginning of my business was already part of my life, guiding me. And she doesn't realize that I actually built more confidence and courage with all the tools she has taught me as an official or certified life coach. Also, the mind, body, and soul really works hand in hand with also the business challenges. Otherwise, we keep absorbing these issues or challenges that we go through, and we do not know how to cleanse, right? And that's when the biggest enemy that we want to avoid is stress. And for me, I'm just grateful I have these great mentors around me.
Yeah. If I am in your shoes, I will also be afraid, nervous, because these are experienced people, like veterans. They know everything. So you need to be careful what you're about to tell. You need to be careful what you're about to say. So
Yes.
I agree. It's something that it's gonna be an experience from your part because they are like the veterans, so they know something that we don't know, and they know they will get something from you on a different era, different time. So something like it's just like a mutual or symbiotic relationship, from learning and educating them, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
So I can't remember how many services or teaching or coaching or managing you're doing with the management. Do you have any plans of adding or innovating or updating the Mafae Management consultancy?
I truly believe I innovate daily.
Wow.
There's something new that I learn, and I share it, clients. I share it with people I mentor. I believe in sharing is caring, and
Yes,
at the end
agree.
of the day, the rewards will be returned to you. I'm not one of those individuals that, oh, this is my own. This is my my presentation. I trust in the relationships and the integrity that I have shared with others. I know I can put the Mafae spark in it that no one else can, So that's where I continue to learn for others so that they can fast forward or they can understand, okay, tama yung purpose ko.
Agree.
I believe in myself because Mafae taught me this, or I learned this, through the guidance of the business, or even just having that relationship. Something I'm proud of, if I've had clients since the start of the company when it's built till now. So I know there is something that I'm doing correctly. And I'm always open also for, like we were sharing, constructive criticism.
Yes. It's important to have that actually because a lot of people cannot accept that, and the people who should accept the criticism should have, must be ready in, receptive feedback. A lot of people doesn't have that. nowadays. So
Right.
because a lot of people thought that I am great, I am intelligent, something like that. So people nowadays don't listen. They just read or watch TV, things like
Yeah.
that. They don't listen at all, based on my experience. And this is just a personal comment from me. I am happy for you. I am proud of you because you have tons of services to people that needs help. So what are the most fulfilling part of having the Mafae Management, helping other people?
Well, like I said earlier, our campaign is saving lives online or
Uh-huh.
save lives online. And when business owners or even individuals who are building their own name or their brand understand why they were actually um, building themselves or building their company, is because it's at service for others. And when you truly understand that, then your business will just keep growing because you know the need and you're providing that need.
Exactly.
Right. So for me, it's very fulfilling when they really have that aha moment again, understanding their why. And like I said, the list goes on when it comes to our services because it all aligns together. Right. Social media management. My graphic artists, the team and MMC, we make sure that your social media is up to par. All the details is needed. Right? Naman, social media right now has so
Yes.
much.
Grabe.
It can be overwhelming.
Diyan na
So-
nabubuhay lahat eh.
Right. So we've done that for you already. We know what places where, what you should put there, how much you can share, and how much you can draw in the right audience or your right target market.
Yes.
So that they can talk to you, because you don't want to put too much and then they're already making a decision. Oh, I don't need that.
So
Right?
everything goes online na. So yeah, you need to go with the flow. Even if you don't want to, you have to go with the flow.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. So before we take a break, one more question. So what are your advices to aspiring management people or like an owner of the business perhaps?
For me, look into what you're passionate about first and foremost. What did you go through that was difficult for you? Because usually a business, when it's created, it is an answer to a need, right? So for me, it was very intentional because it was a family-oriented type of business. And that's the culture that I'm building there. For anyone there who's afraid to even start or don't know where to start, you've got people like me, you've got Kim, the show
I know.
that can guide you. So many people are so willing right now. There's so many coaches, so many mentors. I can even share you my own mentors. And it's really, truly up to you because it's time management. It's also, of course, you have to think about your financial, your budget. How far can you go? How much can you spend? And then also the flexibility. Can you do it from home? Of course, right now we're restricted. Or is it something that's already created that you just franchise or reach out to partner? There's so many ways of earning when it comes to business. But you have to start with yourself and asking yourself if you will see this as a long-term thing, or is it just, I feel like it right now? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself.
That's great to hear, my friend. So we're almost done with our show, and I don't want to end it.
I know.
Anyway, we're done with the part of the show that we talk about the business. So when we get back, of course, we'll get to know you better on a light conversation. So, Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business, we'll be back. Stay tuned.
makinig at makisali sa usapan every Friday night at 6 p.m. sa I Speak Katribu Podcast. Samahan sina Daniel at Alvin na pag-usapan ang mga relevant topic na tiyak kakarelatean nyo mga katribu. At pagdating ng Sunday at 7 p.m., Speak Your Mind with our I Speak program na sasagot sa mga tanong regarding the latest and relevant issues sa paligid natin. I-like at i-follow nyo ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube para updated ka sa mga latest episode namin mga katribu. Non-stop showbiz update ba ang hanap nyo? Sagot na yan ang aming Tribune Extra. Balitang entertainment at lifestyle, mapalocal man o international, meron kami niyan. Manood at makichika na kasama si Kim Sancha Lunes hanggang Biyernes alas 5 ng hapon sa Tribune News on Q at separate premiere nito ng alas 7:30 ng gabi. Mapapanood sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Alamin ang latest entertainment at sa mga paborito nyong celebrities kasama si Pocholo Concepcion sa programang What's Up. Makibanding at kwentuhan kasama ang mga kilalang personalidad sa entertainment industry. Sama-sama natin silang kilalanin at silipin ang makulay nilang mundo every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Kaya sit back and relax lang kayo mga katribu. Hanapin at i-like ang Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube. Dahil sagot na namin ang masayang kwentuhan dito lang sa What's Up. Mga impormasyong direktang makukuha mula sa sources at diretsahang usapan. Yan ang ating daming sa inyo sa programang Straight Talk. Samahan nyo kami sa makabuluhang talakayan live tuwing Martes alas 10 ng umaga sa official Facebook page ng Daily Tribune at Tribune Now on YouTube. Fun and inspiring na kwentuhan? Sagot na yan ang programang Spotlight ng Daily Tribune. Makipagkwentuhan at kilalanin ng iba't ibang personalidad na kilala sa kani-kanilang larangan. Manood at makinig sa mga inspiring stories na kanilang ibabahagi kasama si Nina Ventura at Jojo Silvestre. Be ready ng mamangha at matuwa every Thursday alas 2 ng hapon dito lang sa Daily Tribune Facebook page at Tribune Now on YouTube.
Welcome back to Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business. And still with us is the former beauty queen, motivational speaker, and founder of Mafae Management, Miss Mafae Yunon-Belasco. I hope you're still here with me, Mafae.
Yes, I am.
Okay, that's good. I'm just making sure that you're still with me. All right, at this moment of the show, we have what we call one peak, one word, and we're going to show you a picture, and you will need to describe it. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Always.
Okay. Catriona
Gorgeous.
Gray. Sorry.
Gorgeous.
Okay. Next slide.
Beautiful. Only because that's my crowd also. O, di ba bias? Women empowered. She's Filipina talaga. Sorry, Filipina.
Got it.
Songbird.
Okay.
My second mama.
Of course.
I have to say
I
that.
anticipated that you will say that.
Julia Morley, hello. Of course,
Yes.
second mama ko yan. Blessing.
Oh, I love that.
Opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! I want to cry. This one, can I just give a backstory kung bakit may crown?
Sige, go.
It's because my mission here is to empower others that the world is yours.
All right.
Pinapasok ko yung corona signs to the people I mentor.
Wow, that's very beautiful.
Chills.
That's very beautiful.
Uh-uh.
All right. Next, please.
Love.
Of course. Last.
This one.
Ano?
This moment right here kasi was like unforgettable.
Yes. We were shocked actually. Alam mo yun, wow, Philippines! Like that. So.
Unforgettable talaga.
All right. So, actually, I love your answers, you know, with those people. Tapos yung Mafae Management Consultancy, you're transferring the crown to other people.
Yeah.
That's very beautiful, meaningful, you know, and, you know, ano yun? Moving for me. All right. All right. Mafae, thank you so much for the time, for sharing your inspiration, your experiences, and your motivation to other people, or how to move on and how to move forward. So this is the moment. If you have something to say or invite something, please go ahead, Mafae.
Yes, when I have this chance, I always just share. Please do follow me on Instagram and LinkedIn. I have all the platforms, but on Instagram you will find all my links. So that's Mafae B, and you will also see the long list of things that I do. I have standard my title, which is Authentic Presence Coach, and everything under the umbrella allows me to share all the learning, share all the experiences, and also guide everyone to live this beautiful life of ours. Because there's so many opportunities. It's just a matter of having the right support group or system. And again, it always starts with you. So that is the challenge I want to give everyone, is if you want guidance, it's out there. I am here, Kim is here, Daily Tribune is here, and I am so grateful for all of you for having me. And this has been such a blessing. Thank you, Kim.
You are very much welcome, my friend, my beauty queen, my motivational speaker. And again, this is just a personal comment. I learned so much. I had fun. You know, it made me think, you know, to revisit my chapter, my experiences in life, because I was talking to you, you know, this day. And thank you, and good luck, and stay safe, and with your family and Nick. Good luck.
Likewise. See you, everyone. Salamat.
You're welcome. To our dear Katribus, watch Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business live every Monday at 3:30 p.m. on Daily Tribune's official Facebook page and on Tribune Now on YouTube. Once again, I am Kim Sancha, and thank you for watching. This has been Kalingang Katribu Usapang Business. See you next time.